Hey everyone, hope you're having a great day. In this video, I'll be reacting to another set of random gender ideology TikToks. Let's get started.
What is normal? What is normal? It's 2022. No one knows what normal is at this point. It's cool to have that title, and it shows that I actually am showing other people and kids that being transgender isn't bad.
Oh my god, are we serious right now? I feel so bad for this child and what their parents are grooming them into. And you know what else? I feel even worse for the thousands of actual little girls who went to a modeling cattle call, spending hours, probably missing a day of school, just to have their spot taken by a biological boy to model girl clothing. All for the sake of messaging? Sorry, but there is no talent here. How do I know this? Well, full disclosure, I used to work in the modeling industry, so I know how painstaking castings can be. If I were one of the girls, or one of their parents, whose spot was given up just so the designer could win woke brownie points, I would be livid. I could tell you, professionally speaking, this child wouldn't have been selected otherwise. Because based on just this video alone, they can't do a good runway walk. They have a blank stare, there's no it factor. Well, I'm not gonna go on and on shaming the kid, but if not for their trans label, they would never have been selected for a show. Also, I don't care what anyone says, but a child at this age cannot be trans without the influence of either their own parents, peers, or social media. Period. End of story.
I wanted to make a video to thank my daddy for letting me be who I wanted to be.
Are you ready for long hair?
Yes.
Welp, here we go again. This is an older video, but the point I made in the first one still remains. You know what I see? A child who has clout chasing parents. Parents who found a niche trend that they knew would get them likes and views. So they began to transition their child online for the entire world to see. I'm sorry, but anyone under 18 cannot consent to this, and for good reason. This is what I call child abuse. Sorry, but that's the truth. When my little one was 3 or 4, she was obsessed with My Little Pony. She wanted to be just like Fluttershy. So perhaps instead of letting, a kid be a kid, doing what little kids do, I should have what? Taken her dream of being Fluttershy seriously? Maybe sign her up for a horse training academy? A magical school? Begin socializing her with other ponies? Because she told me she wanted to be one. And for those who will claim, stop, no, it's not the same. Really? How is it not the same? Kids see something, especially little ones, and they want to be just like it. My kids have gone through new phases and fandoms yearly. However, I'm not about to give my kid mental problems by transitioning them into whatever their little heart dictates at any given moment. That's called bad parenting. If by the time they're an adult and they still feel like they want to be the opposite sex, then they have gender dysphoria. So at that point, by all means, they can consent and transition on their own accord.
Super they fashion slay. Ooh, ooh. Staying small isn't working for you anymore.
What the hell did I just watch? You know what? I'm rendered speechless. You guys can fill in those blanks. Next.
Men do not menstruate. Only women menstruate. Now, you can call yourself whatever you want.
Don't menstruate, but trans men do menstruate.
No,
Same
they
as
don't.
non-binary people.
Only women.
Menstruating is not exclusive to cis women. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
So explain to me as to why my body menstruated at some point.
If your chromosomes are XX, and you're young, you menstruate. If you're XY, you don't.
Correct, but what about trans men and non-binary?
They're
We're
not men.
excluding a whole group of
They're
people
women
that
dressed
menstruate.
as men. You are not a man. You can pretend to be a man, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Live your life and tell me what a man is.
Well, what's a man to you? You define a man for me.
You have chromosomes that are X and Y. That's what a man is.
So why are we just looking at the science of this as an
The
example
science.
when we've learned sex and gender identity are they're completely different things.
They're not completely different
They are
things.
completely different.
Completely different words.
And
Sex is what you're born with, the sexual reproductive organs you have. Gender is what you identify with. They're completely
Well, I don't
different
accept that
things.
distinction. You have to argue for it. You're just giving a conclusion. You're just making it up.
This 5th grade teacher is on point. He is 100% correct. Science tells us that there are 2 sexes. XY is a man, XX is a woman. How can something so simple be allowed to balloon into such dumbassery? I don't get it. I'm sure you don't get it either. It's like that old saying, which is still relevant today. You can put lipstick on a pig and call it Monique, but it's still a pig. You get it?
Oh baby, how many times do we have to answer this question? Like what's not clicking? We're boys that dress up as drag queens. Let's get this straight. Being trans is who you are. And being a drag queen is just turning yourself into your inner superstar. So next time you ask someone if they're trans or they're a drag queen or a boy or a girl or what's going on downstairs, instead ask yourself, how can I be more like them? Because they're clearly living their best life.
I like this one. They're just out there living their best lives, and they're able to admit reality. They're just simply boys who like to dress up as drag queens. I have absolutely no problem with this whatsoever. You do you, boo. There you have it. Now, didn't this video make you want to just eat a tub of ice cream and cry for a few hours? No? Just me? Okay. Well, if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more just like it, hit that like button and subscribe. Catch y'all later.
Thank you.